Welcome to Asian ID in the fragile stillness of a winter midnight, when the world seems suspended between dreams and reality. How could a single unexpected embrace ignite a storm of emotions across countless hearts on that cold March night in Hae-in, where exhaustion clung to every breath and the set lights flickered like distant stars? His sudden arrival felt less like coincidence and more like destiny stepping quietly into the frame, didn't it? She saw him before anyone spoke, her eyes lighting up with a spark too raw, too immediate to be scripted, and as she ran toward him, almost as if drawn by something deeper than logic, was that moment truly acting, or was it something far more unguarded? The camera captured everything. The way her arms wrapped around him without citation, the way time seemed to stretch within that long embrace, and the way her head rested so naturally against his shoulder. But can a lens really distinguish between performance and truth? The audience, of course, responded instantly, flooding the digital space with admiration, calling it sweet, calling it real. Yet beneath that sweetness, wasn't there a quieter question lingering? What exactly are we witnessing? Is it the continuation of a story we once believed in, or the beginning of a narrative we are unconsciously constructing ourselves? Their journey, after all, did not begin at night, but months earlier, when fictional love blurred into something that felt almost tangible, and as their on-screen chemistry deepened with each shared glance and lingering touch, did we slowly begin to forget where the script ended? When he chose to endure physical strain rather than use a stunt double, when his first concern after a difficult scene was her well-being, were those gestures merely professional dedication, or did they quietly reshape the way we interpreted their connection? And when the boundaries between character and actor dissolved in behind-the-scenes fragments, shared chairs, subtle gestures, fleeting glances, did we unknowingly step into a narrative that no longer belonged to fiction alone? In an industry driven by fleeting attention and endless demand, where emotions are packaged and intimacy becomes a commodity, can any connection remain untouched by the invisible hand of expectation? The rise of such pairings reflects not only the power of storytelling but also the hunger of an audience seeking immediacy, seeking something to believe in. Yet when belief becomes attachment, does it also become a form of quiet possession? Actors, standing at the intersection of art and commerce, are asked to be both creators and symbols. Both individuals and inflections have collective desire, but how long can one sustain such a dual existence without losing a sense of self? If they retreat into privacy, are they seen as distant, ungrateful, uncooperative? And if they step too far into the light, do they risk becoming trapped within a single, unchanging image? What happens when the world no longer sees them as separate beings, but only as halves of a narrative that must never end? And what of the audience, who once came for the story but now stay for the illusion of something real? When the illusion fades, will the feeling remain? Or will it dissolve into quiet disillusionment? History has shown that repetition dulls even the brightest spark, that overexposure can turn fascination into fatigue, and that what once felt magical can become predictable. But do we cognize the moment when admiration begins to erode? Perhaps the most haunting question lies not in their embrace, nor in the industry that amplifies it, but within ourselves, as we watch, interpret, and believe. Because when a single moment of closeness captivates us more than the story itself, what are we truly searching for? Is it love, or the idea of love? Is it truth, or the comfort of something that feels true enough? And when the curtain finally falls, separating fiction from reality once more, will we be ready to let go, or will we still be standing there, asking the same question in the silence? What did that embrace really mean? Thank you for watching the video. See you again.